I was gonna let my buddy maybe drive my e-bike when I got it up and going, but so fast. I felt it and everything when I had it and whatnot, or when I was not. I still have it when I was testing it, and it's really icy out right now. But even when it gets warm, it's just too quick, to let somebody else try it, especially somebody that doesn't really care as much about it as I do because it's my vehicle, and like I care about it because and so I think that was a mistake. I don't think I should let him drive that because it's just too quick you know, and the acceleration on it, and it's just too expensive of a bike. I just couldn't let it happen. He'd have to get his own, just like I had to, because it's my bike and well, it's mine. It's my property, and I just don't think it's the right idea. Remember when I had these burgers? Man, they were so good. A very nice lady at Shoppers Drug Mart helped me get this stuff. I believe I got some buns. Bellagio, was it? I think that's what the name is. Bellagio buns. Bellagio hamburger buns. All right. Yeah, like these ones. I got those and some, well, ready to go hamburgers. Hamburger, beef hamburgers. And then I got that Cracker Barrel pre-sliced cheese. Cracker Barrel. Speaking of cheese, Muscle Mac. I'm waiting on my Muscle Mac. That is shells and cheese. That should be coming soon. Passion for quality cheese since 1954. Get in touch. I got some pre-sliced Cracker Barrel cheese, and those were that was my last supper. I had a fresh bottle of ketchup. The Last Supper. It's a painting that I have recently purchased. Obviously, not a true painting. It's obviously a reprint. But I love my reprint of The Last Supper, whatever. I believe Leonardo did. Who painted The Last Supper? Maybe I'm completely wrong. I feel like I'm completely wrong. Let's see. The Last Supper, we'll go back. But what does The Last Supper depict? And I didn't know there was all different well, I knew there was different variations of the Last Supper, but I didn't know how many different variations of the Last Supper were. With the different backgrounds, look, there's even different table variations, different amounts of people, sort of different um, shapes and sizes to depict the Last Supper of Jesus Christ, his followers, and well, not only his followers, but the ones that were with him, or the ones that Jesus was with. I think it was the night before or so when before they got captured and whatnot. The Last Supper is the final meal that in the gospel accounts Jesus shared with his apostles in Jerusalem before his crucifixion. The Last Supper is commemorated by Christians, especially on Maundy Thursday. The Last Supper provides the spiritual basis for the Eucharist. I don't know this word. I do not know the other one either. What was the other word? The Eucharist, also known as Holy Communion and the Lord's Supper, among other names, is a Christian rite that is considered a sacrament in most churches and as an ordinance in others. According to the New Testament, the rite was instituted by Jesus Christ during the Last Supper, giving his disciples bread and wine during a Passover meal. He commanded them to do this in memory of me while referring to the bread as my body and the cup of wine as the blood of my covenant, which is poured out for many.
Eucharist.
Eucharist. Eucharist. The Christian service, ceremony, or sacrament commemorating the Last Supper,
Eucharist.
in which bread and wine are consecrated and consumed. And okay, I've met people that are doing their Bible work and research on tablets and phones, and I've tried that, and it's so good. But I'll tell you what, this PC with the laptop and the mouse and the keyboard, this is your best way. This I just did something and understood it way better than I could ever. I got the pronunciation.
Eucharist.
I got definition. I have pictures, illustrations. I have the full encyclopedia, online encyclopedia to go with everything. It's just never ending on here. And the comfortability of the keyboard and the mouse. I'm able to just click here, point there, go here, go there, and then type up whatever I need on it because the typewriters. That's part of human. It's a human invention. Typewriters, right? This is basically an electronic typewriter that it's basically it's a computer can function as many things, and one of the features of it is the keyboard where you can do typewriting. That's a lot easier than typing on this little tiny screen or even one of those bigger tablet screens. If you got the money, I highly recommend you do your research in it, but it takes a whole nother amount of energy because I remember I wanted to get on the computer and all that, but I had to get some extra sleep to be able to sit up straight. Heck, I think I was in a position for so long. I remember when I got my apartment, I think I was sitting to make it back on my feet. I was on the computer doing work, and I was maybe like sitting in these lazy boys and whatnot. And by the time I sat back down at the desk, my tummy was so darn big. It took a while to be able to sit back up straight like I do now again. I've always been a desk person. I love sitting at my desk. When I got big like that or whatever, I couldn't even sit at the desk all day. I was like, something's up because I love my life and I love sitting at my desk for 12 hours a day or whatever and doing whatever I want on the computer. But there was a time I couldn't even sit at my desk. It would hurt my back because I had transitioned from, I don't know, not even sitting in a chair at a desk felt good. I was so tired. I had to sleep. Finally, I'm back in the mood to get on that PC. The PC is like this gold cup, and it can fill up. And oh, I love the PC. Get one for personal computer.